trauma isn't what happened to us. It's what happens inside of us as a result of what happened to us. It's so true. There's a whole conversation going on in the world right now around mental health, especially given current circumstances, the past few years, and the importance of mental health is starting to get a lot more attention, which is great. It's becoming a movement, and it's getting a lot of star power behind it. However, what everyone is referring to and describing as mental health is actually emotional health. It's emotional health. And the result of our inability to sit with, face, and deal with, process our emotions, and the consequences of that, its repercussions. Trauma comes in many forms. Severe illness, an injury or an accident, a diagnosis, a terrorist attack, being mugged or robbed, being assaulted violently or sexually, domestic violence, bullying, emotional abuse or neglect, being cheated on or betrayed in some way by someone you deeply care for, verbal abuse, abandonment, losing a job, losing a home, losing a loved one, racism, discrimination, the list goes on and on. And you know, as another social species of animal, the same could be said for trauma in our dogs. Anything that leaves us feeling betrayed, violated, abandoned, unsafe is traumatic. It's trauma. And this absolutely impacts humans. It impacts what we think, what we say, what we do, how we respond or react, how we interpret and filter information coming in, our ability to trust ourselves and others, our self-talk. Trauma forms our filters and also impacts us in other ways, in embedding itself deep within us, taking up space in the body, renting space in our heads, getting stored in the body, creating inflammation. The great majority of the inflammation that a lot of folks experience is caused by trauma-based inflammatory thoughts, inflammatory beliefs, inflammatory words, the emotions, the negative emotions that get stored and unprocessed. As the saying goes, the issues are in the tissues. Trauma becomes the wounds we carry around with us for years that kind of become our personal puppeteer, in a sense, pulling our strings behind the scenes and in the background.